Dr. Doom has once again been thrust into the forefront of nerd culture, and as a result, he's wreaking havoc in Fortnite once more. Ahead of the Absolute Doom season's August 16th launch, a trailer has been released to whet players' appetites, and fans have been analyzing every little detail. The X-Men have been crushing it recently thanks to the release of X-Men 97, a revival of the beloved X-Men the Animated Series. The new series picks up where the original left off, expanding on the dramatic and often volatile lives of its titular mutant heroes. As shown in the latest trailer for Fortnite Absolute Doom, a few of the X-Men will be joining Fortnite and its complicated timeline in the form of new character skins. This includes characters like Cyclops and Jubilee, as well as other heroes sporting their Jim Lee-designed outfits from the classic cartoon and X-Men 97. For example, Cyclops has his Y-shaped belt draped over his shoulder, while Jubilee is sporting her classic yellow jacket and pink shades.
What's so wrong with being a mutant anyway? No, not again!
While these characters have had many different iterations and costumes throughout the years, using the 90s designs feels like an obvious move to make. The nostalgia is working for fans, with one gamer on Reddit remarking, quote, "I love that we're getting more classic suit X-Men, especially Cyclops." With other X-Men already in the game, players are also happy to have nearly a complete set of skins for the entire cast of X-Men 97. Sadly, it seems fan-favorite character Morph is still missing from the Fortnite roster. But there's still hope that the shape-shifting jokester will eventually have a chance to join the rest of the team. Completely new character skins aren't the only thing that the new Absolute Doom trailer has shown off. It looks like some of the game's original characters are receiving their own new Marvel-themed skins. Jonesy's new Captain America-inspired outfit is showcased heavily throughout the trailer, combining the most recognizable character in Fortnite with one of the biggest superheroes of all time. This costume is clearly inspired by the one Steve Rogers wore as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in the comics and the film Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Looking a bit closer at the skin, some fans have noted the larger shoulder pads and more militaristic look feel closer to the Winter Soldier's aesthetic. Overall, fans seem to be split on Jonesy's new outfit. Some fans believe that the skin looks great and is a welcome addition to the game, while others feel like this skin is an example of a wasted opportunity, particularly when the Winter Soldier himself could have been added instead, as one Redditor put it. "My problem is there are other Marvel skins I would rather have, and I feel Jonesy is a bit overdone."
I know you have no reason to trust me, but... Oh no. Hang on! Let's talk! Let's talk!
Dr. Doom isn't the only Marvel villain joining Fortnite during Absolute Doom. Iconic Spider-Man adversary Mysterio, aka Quentin Beck, will also be making his way to the Battle Royale in a big way. Although the character appeared in the MCU during Spider-Man Far From Home, Mysterio's design in the trailer more closely resembles his classic comic appearance, albeit with a bit of extra flair thrown in. In the trailer, Mysterio is shown using his powers of illusion to split himself into multiple hostile targets that players have to take out. This ability should seem all too familiar for fans of Spider-Man games. Mysterio used this exact gimmick in Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Mysterio will always be a villain, just as Spider-Man will always be a hero.
In the 2023 release, Miles Morales has to face Mysterio in multiple boss battles as he teleports and attacks the player from all fronts with multiple illusory clones. While this gimmick may be a bit annoying to wrap your head around at first, it makes for a chaotic and interesting battle. It's also a perfect fit for the wacky, mind-bending antics that Mysterio brings to the table. Many fans are already discussing how the character will function with this ability in gameplay itself, with some suggesting that Mysterio's illusions will function similarly to Mirage from Apex Legends. The trailer for Fortnite Absolute Doom also features a fairly niche reference that might fly over most young gamers' heads. Cyclops is shown approaching Jonesy and offering him a strong handshake, which probably looks like nothing more than a friendly gesture shared between two heroic characters. However, old-school fighting game fans will immediately clock that this gesture pays homage to one of Cyclops' most iconic video game appearances. In the intro to X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Cyclops and Ryu share a very similar handshake to the one shown in the Absolute Doom trailer. A similar pose has since been seen in a number of Capcom Marvel collaborations, much to the delight of fans. For some, this small reference gives Fortnite some credibility as a crossover with the X-Men franchise, showing that the game still pays attention to the classics. Others are hoping that Cyclops' handshake could become an emote for players to use. A longtime fan commented, "They 100% should add the emote and bring back the Street Fighter bundle so Cyclops can do that with Ryu." Until that moment, the Cyclops handshake will remain as a nice moment in the trailer full of cool references. During the release of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4, the game introduced a slew of new Marvel skins to players, including beloved mutants like Wolverine and Storm. However, a small moment from the trailer for the Nexus War event has stood out in the minds of fans since its release. At one point in that trailer, the Fortnite and Marvel characters prepare for battle against one another. After Wolverine readies his claws, Peely responds by extending his own banana claws. It's, weird.
I can't do this.
Although this was simply meant as a small visual gag at first, fans latched on to the idea of Peely having his own set of claws in the game. 3 years later, Absolute Doom has given those fans what they want. Not only has Peely been given his own set of claws, but also a whole alternate skin themed after Wolverine. Peelverine will join the game's lengthy list of Logan-themed skins, which includes characters like X-23 and Wolverine Zero. While some fans are shocked it took this long to bring this skin to wait for it, fruition, tons of players are already falling in love with the Wolverine-flavored Peely skin.